1, 2, 3, clap.
Okay, first of all, let me tell you how I went over to this guy's island to buy fucking turnips, and then I go over there, I buy my turnips, I buy maybe five, I don't know, enough that it was like $200,000 worth of turnips,
God.
and then
$1,000?
yeah, and then I drop or bells, and then I dropped him.
All right.
I dropped him.
200,000 valued of turnips. How many turnips does that buy? 200,000.
Well, turnips. This is the thing. Oh, I have one. I'm sorry. First
question.
Let me cut you off real quick before I lose this thought.
Go ahead.
So I drop him for letting him come onto my island. I drop him a Nook mile ticket, which is 2,000 miles. That's how much that's worth. 2,000 miles. That means you have to do little jobs on the island, like catch fish or catch bugs or pick plant flowers or
catch a fade.
Or like
catch these
cut
hands.
down trees or collect wood. You have to do little shit. So I go to his island. I buy all my turnips. I dropped him like 20,000 bells.
Okay.
Like 20,000
And
bells.
bells is money.
And
So
he has the nerve to be like, it's Nook Mile tickets. And I'm like, dude, I gave you so much. Clearly, money doesn't matter in this game. Like, everyone has so much fucking money.
That's kind of what it sounds like.
That it doesn't
And that's why I'm
matter.
confused.
It kind of sounds like money is a social construct. That doesn't mean anything.
Right?
It is insane. I've done...
Okay. So, in Animal Crossing, whatever this one is called, you spent 200,000 bells. Bells is money. 200,000 bells. So I'm assuming like you could give as little as 1 bell to whatever the max bell is, right? It's not like a minimum of 100 bells per unit.
Yeah.
Okay. So 200,000 bells to buy turnips. How many turnips did you buy?
I did the math on my calculator.
Oh boy. You need a calculator for this game?
Where's my history?
Your calculator has a history?
This sounds like so much work for this game.
No, you
I'm
don't
sure
need the
people who are-
calculator at all. But I just tried to do the math.
This is just so she can do the conversion for
to
me.
find out how much. Did I? I thought I.
I'm sure this sounds like either old Grandpa Anthony or just like this is how it is. Why are you questioning it? Like this makes total sense to somebody else.
Okay.
Well, I know that this makes total sense to people who play Animal Crossing, but
Yeah.
I kind of need like to scale. What does a bell? What is how much is a bell worth? You know,
because this all started, and I told everyone to stop talking and start recording because Steph is like, "Oh, I'm gonna give them 99,999 bells as a tip," and I'm like, "That seems like it should be a lot."
Yeah.
So my concept, without understanding the full game, is that, like you said, Jordan, like the value of bells, money, has just become practically worthless.
Yeah,
like fucking was it what's the money in Germany?
Francs?
Francs? Yeah, I guess francs. Like francs pre-World War II was so worthless.
Yeah.
It was cheaper to use it as toilet paper than to buy toilet paper.
Jesus Christ.
That's what it sounds like bells are now.
Yeah.
But I don't know, like, was it always that way? I have several questions to determine just the economy of the game.
So are all of you like castaway people? Have you just reverted to the barter system now? Like, give me this thing, I'll give you that. Like, or is like how much? First, how much does the bell cost? Like, how many apples can you get for a bell? What's the bells at apple ratio?
That's what I'm trying to find out. How many turnips do you get for 200,000 bells, Steph?
Oh, okay. So, first of all, I have 23. Well, 22 right now. So 22 of 100 batches, like 22 times 100. Where are we at?
That's 2,200.
Okay, so 2,200. Okay.
Okay. Is that How many you bought for 200,000
no,
bells?
Plus 60. So I had 200.
Okay. So
200
2,260.
Yeah, so 280,000 turnips, right?
You had 280,000 turnips?
Yeah, that's right. Is my math wrong? Because 22 times 100, right? Is 2,200.
Is 2,200.
Plus the 60 is the 2,260. And I sold them. I sold all of them at 610 per turnip. So it's 2,200 times 600.
All right, so 600 a turnip.
600.
One turnip costs 600 bells.
So I got 1,378,600 bells.
That was the end balance. That was the end balance.
Okay.
What I want to hang up on is 600 bells for
one turnip.
Is that a normal price? Is that just what turnips cost?
Extremely high because when you go in the Nook store,
sounds like it is
for like me. If I go in my Nook store, it'll be like, hey, turnips go. First of all, turnips come in bundles of 100. So when you have your turnips, it's like 100. So, you could buy them in bundles of 10, which is 100. Yes. So then, if you go in your Nook store like mine, it'll be like, hey, Tim and whatever the fuck his name. This is how much I don't care about their names. I just want to do what I need to do. So mine will be like, oh, guess what? Your turnips go for 67 bells. Like, that's it, per turnip. So if you do the math, 100 times 67 is
670
that
per batch of turnips.
So,
all right, so then we're actually talking about a 1-to-1, or not a 1-to-1, but 67 bells buys you one turnip.
Or that's how much you could sell your turnip for, but it varies. So people...
Well, yeah, that's the stock market.
So that's the stock market.
Yes. Which
I joined that Facebook group on Facebook.
The turnip market?
Yeah, the turnip market. Yeah.
Oh,
my God. That's a whole nother story. I was like, this is so insane.
So what about the in-game pricing?
Okay, so I could go to mine right now, and it will probably be something really low.
Not another player.
Yeah.
I want to know what Tom Nook will sell you something for.
Okay, so...
Does he sell you, like, a bushel of apples for 10 grand?
Oh, I forgot. My store is closed today, so I can't even do anything.
Oh, my God.
It's after the bell rang.
It's under construction. So, right now, I could go to
I
somebody else's store.
I want to know what this Nook motherfucker is selling
They
shit
don't
for.
come for a lot. Like, I've been desperate.
I would assume
I don't
it's super
either.
cheap.
That's another thing, too, to add. So, there's a time frame. These turnips are only sold on Sundays, and then you have from Monday till next Saturday to sell.
Okay.
Because if not, you'll get spoiled turnips or rotten turnips, and those aren't a bad thing, because if you do get rotten turnips, that also attract bugs, so you have bugs to catch.
They still have a value.
And then once you catch the bugs, you can add it to your museum, and if you've already collected everything at your museum, you can sell them in the store.
I just want to let you know, Steph, as your friend, you sound like a crazy person.
Oh,
just
no,
so you know.
You do, Steph. You do.
Like a crazy person.
Oh, Steph.
I'm not even hardcore. If you think this is hardcore, oh, man.
Oh, man.
It is compared to us. Yeah. Now, Steph, what you just said, all that whole run you had, does it sound crazy to you, too? Can you see, like, without the very specific context of understanding the game, that it sounds like the ramblings and ravings of a homeless person?
Yes. No, because I was that very person. I was like, what the fuck are turnips? Why is this so crazy?
Wait.
Why is it so much? And I was like, this is real dumb. And then remember when I first started playing, I was like, I can't play this game for more than 5 hours a day. I lose time now. I was like, holy shit.
Not sleeping.
This is horrible. I mean, like, last night or 2 nights ago, I just spent like a good 3 hours on Facebook, like, commenting that I'm interested in, like, going to these people islands, going to their islands, buying turnips because they time traveled, and I was like, wow, I can make bank because they time traveled, and I don't have to do it. Time traveling.
You just brought a new element to
You
this
have to
game.
explain the time travel
time
now.
traveling is when you, what is it? You have to exit out the game, you have to save and exit out the game, and then you go into your settings and you change the time, and people change their time to
hacking.
go back in time to do what
game.
they need to do. I was so close to doing it today, but I was really worried because I'm too scared to do it. I don't want to fuck shit up because everyone keeps saying they fuck shit up, and I don't want to do that. So
wait, is Mr. Rossetti not in this game? Is he not here yelling at you for changing the time?
I don't know who Mr. Rossetti is. Who's that guy?
In the original Animal Crossing, if you kept resetting the game or if you kept changing the time, Mr. Rossetti, listen to his name, would get mad at you.
Mr. Rossetti resets it. Wow. No, we don't have that issue here. Or at
Steph.
least I haven't come into contact with that.
Steph, all right, so 67 bells buys you a turnip.
No. Oh, wait, yes, go ahead.
67 bells buys you one turnip. Yeah. Oh, yeah. The stock market fluctuates.
Yeah.
Ebbs and flows, yes, we get it.
So then what is it? What is it that is the value of the turnip? You said that if you let them spoil, then you can get bugs to put in your museum. But before they spoil, what purpose do they have?
Nothing. People just trash them. Like all your money spent on that, because everyone.
So you made over 1 million bells on something that is worthless for a week.
Yeah, basically. And I did this all in the last fucking hour, and I was like, wow, all I had to do was just go to someone's island and put sell. 1 million bells. Woo!
Is this what it sounds like when I talk to you about anime and WoW? All right.
I assume so.
Except the difference with you is, and then they've got these really cute faces, and then he does this fire punch, boom, and then that's what happens.
You just have more Japanese names in your rants than she does.
Oh, that too.
Okay.
Oh, go
so
ahead.
can you not sell spoiled turnips?
No, I don't think so. I mean, I don't know anyone who has. I just went to somebody's island to get spoiled turnips because he mentioned that you can, it can attract bugs. So that's the whole reason why I went there.
Oh, okay, wait. So
pick him out of his trash?
Yeah.
No, he just had them on a field, and he just said.
He just threw them on the field.
He just dumped them like,
pick
fuck
them up.
you, take it.
I was like, okay.
It's a fire sale.
So there's nothing you can do with the turnip aside for selling it. Like, can you make something with the turnips?
You can
does
eat
that do
turnips,
anything?
but why would you do that? You could eat
Does
fruit.
Does that give you the power of a turnip?
No, you just. I mean, actually, I don't know all the answers, but I don't think that's right.
So, like,
does eating fruit have a bigger benefit than eating a turnip? Or is it just everyone's innate dislike for the turnip?
Can you make a nice daikon soup?
I just don't think people would waste turnips to eat. That's just money you can have. Like, you obviously,
food?
you guys can't
money.
see this, but wait, there you go.
Okay,
so,
focused in. She's showing us her Switch.
Oh my god, you have so many turnips.
Mess of, I don't know.
So
what are these sacks of 99?
The sacks are 99. The sacks are 99,000 bells.
99,000
99,000 bells.
So each one individual bag, one unit of bag is 1,000 bells.
Yeah, no. The ones that
10,000.
I have are...
Wait, no, 100. They're almost 100,000.
Yeah, I have 99.
99,000.
99 freaking bells. So
each bag is nearly 100,000 bells.
Okay.
And she had like 12 of them or something.
And then
maybe 12 to 15.
Before we started the podcast, remember, I went to that girl's island and I bought a bunch of turnips. So I bought 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
Why can't you
16,
just stack
17,
these? I don't
18,
understand.
19. Okay.
Oh, it's a terrible bank system.
So,
It's out with all these bells.
20 times, I'm so bad at math, 20 times 100. Where are we at?
I can't wait for this stock
2,000.
market to crash.
So 2,000. I have 2,000 turnips right now.
Okay.
Now, if I sold that again to someone for the 610, boom, another 1,220,000 bells.
Okay, so
right.
you get all this money. What is now the end game with these bells?
Well, for
like, what
me,
are you trying to...
I want to upgrade everything so I can make my island fancy.
Okay. Is that the general purpose of the game, or is this what has become the purpose of the game? Because clearly your island now is your status, a reflection of your social and economical status.
Yeah.
Just like in real life, the richer you are, clearly the better you are.
Yep.
So is that what the game has become, or is that what the game has always been kind of designed for, to just build the most ballinest island?
Like a 5-star island, which is
if you can
actually
do that,
like the names of them. 5-star islands.
Well, can you like start a YouTube show called The Most Ballerific Islands in Animal Crossing?
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised.
Somebody probably has.
They already have
Steph has talked about
five-star,
like the top 10 islands.
Yeah, 5-star islands. Top 10 5-star
it's already
islands.
happening.
No, but I mean, you do it as though you're Robin Leach doing Lifestyles of the Rich and the Famous, but you're doing Animal Crossing.
Do a crib style.
Islands. Or
you gotta do a
it's
crib
the same
style.
show. It's the same show.
Different vibe, and I would much rather watch a crib style. Yeah, because Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous was hoity-toity and bland when it was relevant.
I'm Robin Leach, and this is a Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous. That's how we
Not
talk.
bad for not being alive when it was out. All right, so. All right, so I didn't hear the answer to my question.
Yes.
I don't know if you answered it or not. Is having the most balliness, high status island the purpose of the game, or is that a side effect of what this open market has developed, just like all capitalism?
Or is it just an evolving
it makes the rich and the poor, and that is it.
I don't know, because I feel like anyone can, like, fucking get rich quick. Like, it's ridiculous how you could not.
It's the American dream.
But like, what does the game end content want you to do? Like, is there an end to the story? Is there a story?
I mean, I saw the credits roll, like, sometime last week. That's because I upgraded my house twice. And then I got like a 3-star rating. It was just like, here's the credits.
Like, pan up to the moon, shooting stars, credits. Like you're done. So what has become of the game is this status level that I perceive, and what everyone is shooting for is just to be the richest, because we're not going to be rich in real life.
Yeah, I don't.
So
sounds like
is there?
Oh, go ahead.
Okay, so to follow the turnip line of thought, 67 bells per turnip. Turnip is worthless for a week until it goes bad. Can't buy bad turnips. Bad turnips get you bugs. You catch bugs to put into your museum. Is that a thing anybody cares about?
Can you charge for this museum, or
no?
Like,
the museum
are people
is
coming
just
for your
you
museum?
to complete. It's just a completionist thing for you.
Okay, so it's a Riddler trophy.
Yeah. Like,
are there any other creatures you can capture and put on display?
Can you catch tigers?
I actually
Can you create a Tiger King park?
No, I don't
Somebody
think
had
so.
to have done it.
They don't have those creatures. Like, you could only have like bugs, fossils, paintings, and fish.
Oh shit.
It's really pretty. I should do a stream of just what a museum could look like, but I haven't collected enough for it to look really, really pretty. But I did record an island tour on Saturday of like my friend's island, and I thought it'd be really quick. I walked around everything, and that took about 50 minutes.
Shit.
Wow.
I mean, I'm going to cut out a lot, but a lot of it was
real
just
quick.
like,
I just had this revelation. If there was a Tiger King Island, that's just jail.
Oh my goodness.
because they're all fucking animals.
It's true. It's really
So
true.
horrible.
It would just be a jail.
They are literally all animals.
Yes. Okay. All right. So the museums can be cool. It's not just like it's not like an actual insect museum where you just got butterflies pinned to a corkboard.
No.
Is it something more interesting than that?
I don't know. There's something, in the words of Alana Pierce, Animal Crossing is incredibly wholesome. Like, it is. It really is.
Sure.
You go in there and everything
I
feels
get
good and
that.
everything's so pretty and cute. And some of the community is so freaking nice. I visited some island yesterday and I told the dude, like, hey, is there a way that I can get this mermaid art? And then he was like, I'll just give it to you. So then he just told me to go back to my island, and then he visited it and then dropped it off. Because when people visit your island, you yourself, like if people visited my island, I can't edit or change anything or pick up
Makes
stuff
sense.
or move anything.
Yeah.
I could just like shovel, or I can use a watering can, or I can drop things, but I can't like actually like put stuff like around.
You can't make great change on something.
Yeah, I can't make any changes while they're there. So then,
Can you imagine Animal Crossing PvP where you go to other people's islands just to mess their stuff up?
well, that's what I mean. There's a lot of people like on the post that I followed. There's a lot of people that will visit and then they'll just be like, "This is an area with free stuff. Like, please do not steal other things," because like there'll be like one area. Or, I mean, like, the concept of it is so insane. I was telling Jordan, I was talking to one of my friends who, like, doesn't want their neighbors anymore. So, I heard that what you do is you fence them in so they can't leave their house.
Oh.
So, you fence them in so they don't leave their little lot. And then they don't come in contact with you, and they don't talk to you at all. Like Sims is what...
Yeah,
a lot of
it
people
sounds
keep
like some
relating
Sims
it to.
nonsense.
Yeah, you trap the sim in the pool, you take out the ladder, and they sit there, they swim around, they cry, and they drown and pee on themselves.
That's true.
You can't tell because they're in the water.
It's true.
My ex made a house, and then he put like the cheap stoves in there, and then he put a rug next to the cheap stove, and then he just made the Sims keep cooking and cooking and cooking and cooking.
Sims.
And then all of a sudden, like the fucking carpet got on fire, and then they were yelling, going, and then he removed the door, and I was like, what the fuck? And then they died, and then he accumulated graves to make a graveyard. And the worst part is I made me and him, and I fucking died somehow.
Wow.
And my ghost...
He got a new girlfriend.
No,
in the game.
it was worse. He would mope around the house.
He got a full-on family.
No, he would mope around the house, and my ghost would come and scare him. And I was like, this is really fucked up.
I don't know.
And then he
I
would
think it
start
might be worse if he just got a new girlfriend.
He would
Right.
start crying. Like, he came in, and then, like, he would do something, and then I would walk over, and I'd go, and then he would go, and he'd just start fucking crying, and it was the most saddest thing ever. It was really
That's really
sad.
funny.
It was really
That's
Okay,
really
funny.
funny.
Unless this opens a whole new can of worms, is there another thing that is valuable like turnips? And if there is something, what does it do?
Yeah. What'd it do?
Or is this whole game
Just a turnip-based economy.
Yeah. It's make turnips to sell to get money, to buy more turnips, to turn bad, to make a ballin' ass museum repeat.
I think it's make turnips to, well, get
Like
turnips.
there's not like carrots
to
or
sell.
cabbage.
No,
like-
there's no other. No, I don't even.
Like you mentioned fruit. You mentioned there's fruit. Is that
Yeah, because
valuable
like your
turnips?
island has. No, not really. Turnips are the most valuable thing in the game. Yeah.
Well, I'm glad
I guess
turnips
'cause
are having their day.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Never
too,
gonna
'cause,
make
like,
it in the real life.
That's the one of the like example when I joined the Facebook group. like, I was starting to see the different things that they sell. So, like, example, if I go to my island, it would be like, okay, well, we only have turnips going for, I don't know, $230 or 230 bells per turnip, right? And then I'll go on Facebook, and then it'll be like, hey, check out my place. Mine is 600 per turnip. So I told you I bought 2,200 turnips, and that's going for 600 bells each.
So okay. So when you buy your turnips, you're hoping you can sell
you're
them
gonna make
for
a
something.
Profit. Yeah, that's the whole point of buying
Stock
these turnips.
market.
Is
Stock
to
market.
Make,
Yeah, that's the stock
is
market.
to make the profit. But it's insane when I joined it because, like I said, like it just sounds like here. I could literally just read you just like one thing of like what someone said, and it's like some of the stuff that they ask for is either simple or real fucking complicated.
So the basis is, get turnips, grow turnips, sell, buy more turnips.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Use some turnips to get bugs. Use other turnips to sell for higher price. Get more money. Buy more turnips. Take some to the side. Get bugs. Sell the rest for more money.
Well, I mean, like,
because turnips seem to never cap out until they will.
Yeah, no. Like, people have, like, all, like, I haven't bought enough turnips where, like, my whole thing is filled with turnips and then I sell them all to make profit. I haven't done that yet. Like I said, I sold...
But it seems like that's how you have to get to where you are.
Yeah, well, yeah, that too.
You started by, like, growing some turnips and then selling them and making money.
Oh, not even growing them. Just buying them on Sunday. That's all you do. You just buy them. You can't regrow anymore. You can't accumulate more unless you buy more.
Wait, where do these Sunday turnips come from?
The what is it? Daisy May, this little fucking pig with like a nose droplet hanging out of its nose, walks around on your fucking island, and then you go up to her.
So
and then you
every
go,
Sunday,
hey.
the snotty pig comes to your house, and you buy turnips from her. An in-game NPC.
Mm-hmm.
So this character
on a Sunday.
This character appears once a week as though they are Zur from Destiny, when they have secret items that you can only buy from that one person.
Yeah, that's
all right.
And does she? All right, so you have to buy them from her, correct?
Yeah.
And can everybody just buy like only the same amount from her? Like she has a cap?
No, she doesn't have a cap. If
So
you
you
have the
can
money
buy
for
as
it, you
many
can
as
buy
you
as
can.
much as your thing can hold. What I do
Does
is I buy a grip, and then I go back to my island, and then I throw them on the beach. And then I just keep throwing them on the beach until I empty all my spots. And then I go out again, and then I try to buy more if I can, or I settle. And I'm just like, you know what?
Okay,
That's
wait.
enough today.
Okay,
But
wait.
Snotty Pig has infinite turnips?
Yeah, you could buy as much as you want. You don't sell out, or she doesn't sell out. It's as much as you can buy.
This is blowing my mind. This is blowing my mind. Because if you can buy infinite turnips on Sunday, then why the fuck are turnips valuable?
Well,
Yeah.
because you have to sell the turnips at a good price. I mean, you can have a bunch, but you have to find someone who would sell it at a good enough price.
Everyone can get turnips.
Yeah.
Everyone can get turnips cheaper on Sunday from Snotty Pig.
No, you buy them for cheaper, but you have
Yeah.
to sell them back. Sorry, you sell them back to the Nook store, and the Nook store prices vary. It can go.
Oh, okay,
from
so you're
40
robbing Tom
yeah.
Nook.
So you can either sell them for 42 per turnip, or you can sell them for 600. Like 610 was like the max I saw.
Does this make sense to you?
And it's just random what the price is going to be on someone's island?
Yeah. Like example, one of our good friends said, "Hey, my island is selling them for 500 per turnip. Like, come on down." And then some other people on the site are like, "Hey, my store is selling them for 230."
And you tell them to get
It's
fucked
like,
because you're going to this 500 place.
why would I stick with you when I could get
Like
so
in the
much
WoW
more?
auction. Like in the WoW auction, there was always somebody undercutting.
Yeah, yeah.
And the market would always more or less increase, and then it seems like they would kind of the game would patch through, and like everyone would kind of like bottom out. Like so it didn't get so crazy insane. Like it sounds like this game, but I still don't understand the reasoning. Why turnips are valuable if you can just buy all you want for cheap?
Okay,
Like,
I think I understand what the disconnect is. So,
okay.
The price, the price that the turnip sells is random depending on what island you're on.
Yeah.
So say Steph has an island and her turnips are selling for 600 turnips. 600
turnips that she bought from Snotty Pig on Sunday.
No.
Okay.
So the Nook store is just buying turnips for 600 bells a turnip, just for whatever reason.
The Nook store, a third party.
Yes.
To all this. So Sunday, Steph buys turnips.
Yeah.
Monday
from one NPC.
From one NPC, and so then Steph on Monday sells those same turnips for profit to the Nook store.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, which is another NPC.
It's another NPC.
So it's like the fence in Skyrim, where you go out. You know,
played Skyrim.
Okay, God. I'm trying to think of another. Nah, screw it. Yeah. One NPC, you buy stuff, you sell to this other NPC that's buying it for whatever price, and you're just gaming the system that way.
I understand why that's a thing you can do in a game. In real life, we all know that doesn't work.
No, not at all.
I'm really curious because since Allison started playing, I want to see how crazy she gets on finding stuff out in the game. As soon as I saw she bought it, I was and you know, she did that post about like what is it? I want to know what these turnips and, you know, all this stuff is. I want to know what's going on here. And I was
that's why we're having this 30-minute conversation.
I'm going to tune in.
And so I don't have to actually like get into this game to understand this game, because it is such a big thing. My curiosity has been riled up. So I'm like, well, like why? And then the innate fucking nerdity in me that just wants to understand simple what seems like should be simple concepts.
Yeah.
And just like, oh, well, this is how this works. A, B, C, D. I'm like, oh, okay, I get it. And now I understand why people like the game. I understand why I wouldn't like the game or why I would like the game. Okay, so back to the chain of turnips. Mm-hmm. Sunday, buy turnips from Snotty Pig.
Yeah.
Monday, sell them to the Nook store for a variable amount per island. Like every island sells it to.
Every island would have a different one.
But does every island buy it for the same price?
No, that's another thing too.
Okay.
Because some things will say like, "Hey, my turnips are going for 43 turnips or 43
and is this,
bells each."
Is this something that's randomly generated?
Yeah.
Or is okay? So some people get lucky.
Yeah, some people get really lucky, like
and buy turnips cheap.
Yeah.
And so then they can sell them
for
what
lot.
For what the community value is, the world value of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You buy all these turnips,
and it doesn't have anything to do with like if you're already fucking rich.
Yeah, no. But like it's interesting. Like just now, or that character or that person earlier that I said I dropped, 50.
You gave him a 20 grand tip.
Yeah, the one that I dropped that off to.
I was not appreciative.
Not appreciative at first.
I'm not sure if that was on air or
the
not.
Nook Mile tickets. So I dropped one.
Okay. We should go back to that. What's a Nook Mile ticket?
Oh yeah, the Nook Mile ticket.
You kind of described it, but I did not understand. It sounded like a thing like here.
So,
you can come over here and do work.
The Nook Mile ticket.
That's not how you pay people.
It's like, okay, so you can purchase these Nook Mile tickets that will take you to a mystery island where you can find whatever
find
on.
Ghosts?
No, you can just find whatever on. Like, you can find crafting materials. Sometimes people will be on that island, like a
dead body.
Like, I guess like a future neighbor can be on that island if you choose to if you want to keep them there, or it's just like, you know, it's just like another island you visit where you can just, like, I guess, get random stuff from, whether it be like, oh, there's a bottle with, like, a DIY recipe. That's another thing, too, recipes. So you craft all this stuff so you can get these recipes so you can craft the item. That's another thing. That's a whole other thing.
Yeah, it's a whole thing we haven't got into. You can customize. You can make customizable things like that mermaid art you said.
Yeah,
that is not a thing
art.
that you bought in one place and sold somewhere else.
No,
you can make your own things.
Like the whole this whole world
and I
is so interesting. Like cataloging, that's another whole thing. So cataloging is basically you have these items. Not you can't catalog items that you crafted. You can only catalog items that you can buy that you bought in a store. So you have these items. Now they have things such as cataloging parties, which I attended one from our good friend Heidi. So then she had a cataloging party. So I joined her her little Twitch thing of it, and basically
follow her on Twitch at Nico my cousin.
Yes, she just became
Nico my cousin. That's got it. Okay.
Yep. NICO my cousin.
She just became a Twitch affiliate. So.
Yes, congratulations,
Heidi. Yeah, so I went to her cataloging party, and what she did was she made, that's another thing, too. So, Animal Crossing's, like, layout is basically like a giant grid. Like, square, like, 9 squares per, like, 9 tiny squares per big square. Like, just a straight-up grid.
Sudoku, I got it. Go on.
Then, what she did was she made, like I think like 7 or 8 or 9 of these little 9 squared fence off things. So you bring 9 items and you stand in the middle and you drop all your items and it'll go like this.
What do you mean by this?
Like
this?
It'll drop in front of you. It'll drop to the side. It'll drop to the other side. It'll drop
things
around
will just spout
you
out from you
in this square. Right?
You're a fountain of things.
Yeah. So you remember which square is yours and you drop all your stuff. Then everyone who is involved in this cataloging thing, you guys move squares, pick up everything, and then drop it again. And then move to another square, pick up everything, and drop it again.
So everything just gets shuffled around.
So basically...
It's like speed dating.
The cataloging means it catalogs at whatever you put into your pocket, basically catalogs it in the sense that if it's an item that you cannot craft and you can only buy... it will be available to purchase from the catalog store. I think that's the terminology for it. But basically, if I went on your island and you dropped an item that I wanted, I can get that item and now I can buy it in store without trying to take your specific item. So it's basically just exposing everyone to more items is the whole purpose of this party in order for you to
So if you're doing
purchase.
this, you're essentially kind of giving your art away. Because then they can just buy it out of this catalog instead of like buying it directly from you.
Or no, buying it directly from, because like, okay, so in the Nook store, depending on what upgrade of the Nook store you have, because you over time,
so many layers.
Yeah, over time you start to. Oh my god, okay. I'm also visiting my friend's island right now because she's having a meteor shower.
For podcasting.
Hold on,
You
no.
are running the conversation.
Excuse me. She has people visiting her island right now, and right now she's having a meteor shower. And I would really like to get I would like to see some shooting stars so I could get some star fragments. But she has a lot of people right now, so I keep checking in and moving and trying to talk to Celeste so I could get some kind of item from her.
Okay, wait. How many people can be on an island at one time?
I don't know the cap, but when Heidi did her stream, I think there were 7 of us.
Okay.
Speaking of hers, okay, so last Saturday I joined her cataloging party, and then she had a game, and this is probably the funnest game ever. So it was basically called Dig or Die, right? So what she did, and I don't know if she got it from somewhere else, but props to whoever needs props for coming up with this game. The concept was just really fun. So what she did is, like I said, the whole island is like a big giant grid. So what she did was she made a 7
layer dip.
A 7 by 7 squared island, or no, squared area. 7 by 7.
Okay.
Or maybe it was 20 by 20. It was a lot of squares, okay? It was just
all that needs to be understood.
Yeah, it was just a lot of squares. Think Minesweep.
She made a grid.
Exactly, Minesweep. Think Minesweep. So,
okay.
What she did, so when something's buried in the ground, it just looks like this, like, X. It's like this little
Got it.
X mark on the ground.
Yep, X marks the spot for treasure.
So what she did was she made a whole grid with all these X's that have various things underneath them. And she had this big spinning thing, which I got and I'm really happy about. But she got like a wheel with numbers. So what you do is you spin the wheel, and you have a shovel, and wherever it lands on, you have that many tries to dig. Dig from their squares.
If you get the treasure.
Yeah. Now, the goal is to not pick up a clay piece. There's like a little rock that looks like a little clay piece, a little clay item. So, example, if I got a 6, I have 6 tries to shovel. But as soon as I shovel a clay, that's the end of that trial for me. Right?
Okay.
So, I was second to go, and I accumulated, I think it was 4 50K bell bags. Yeah, 4 50K bell bags and a 99K bell bag before I got a clay. And I was like, wow, this is a great run. I already got so much money that I haven't accumulated in forever.
But I mean, we established that money means nothing in this game.
I know, but you know what?
Yeah.
It still means you can buy stuff. That's the thing.
It's still a thing.
You could buy more turnips.
The amount of money, like
where'd Celeste go?
what I can kind of what I've trying to when we were talking about money, equate it to is like, okay, a yen, an individual yen is like the smallest denomination of money that doesn't break down to like something smaller that I can think of. So like things cost thousands of yen, and that is like a $10-$20 item. You know, I know I'm not right, but just for the comparison of a lot for a little.
Yeah.
So I've been like, that's what my frame of reference for actual money is like. Okay, well, 67 bells buys you a turnip. Like a turnip should cost you 50 cents.
Yeah, it's like
so,
50, 49.
Like
60.
if it was supposed to emulate real world, I don't know. Clearly, I don't eat turnips.
Yeah,
but and I think this might be my last question because I don't know if there's much else I can understand through just this conversation. Does the game have any actual stakes?
Like, what do you mean?
Like, are you in danger of anything?
Can you die if you don't do a thing? Like, will your avatar starve to death?
No.
Is there, like, the possibility of a tsunami that could destroy your island and you have to start over again?
Can you get bitten by a poisonous spider and slowly waste away?
You got scorpions, I know that, because that fucking pun is all over the place.
I saw a scorpion, and I took my net out, and I was trying to grab it, but it was too fast that it hit me, and then I passed out, and then it started over, and I couldn't find the scorpion anymore.
So it just faded to black, fade back in.
Yeah, it fades to black, and then it kind of just wakes up again.
You just wake up in the middle of a field.
It's gone. Night. It's gone. Maybe some other things have arrived in its place.
And you're missing like 50,000 bells.
A scorpion fucking robbed you.
Yeah. Dude, I'd be so pissed.
That'd be so funny.
So, other than being stung by a scorpion, Steph,
something happened to Steph.
Shooting stars.
She's so excited to see a shooting star in a video game.
Yeah,
I assume she's seen him in real life.
because I fucked up last time. I saw like, more.
I wish we had the video for this to see her face.
I feel like we should just start streaming these things.
It's going. It's a major show. I'm gonna have so
She's
many.
losing her mind.
No, this means a lot because the last time I fucking did this, but last time it just so happened that I signed on like 3 in the morning and I had like 4 shooting stars just like, woo,
Did you wish? Did you wish on it?
So what you do is when a shooting star happens, you hold down A, and then you go.
You pray.
Yeah, you pray, and then the next day you're supposed to sign in and look at the shore, and then there's gonna be these little star fragments that look like these little yellow star bits.
What do you do with those?
So you craft those to make
into
certain
swords.
things. So like, I guess like they're just a craftable item that you can like you can make a wand, and you can have this little wand. And
now we're starting to talk my language.
Yeah,
okay,
what's this wand do?
It's not as great as you think. So the wand, you just have the wand, so you can change with it like between outfits. You just go.
Oh, so it's just like real life.
And then you just change into different outfits. So let's say you have like, I don't know, 3 or 4 different outfits. You can like switch into it. Like you have a hot dog one, or just a bunch of different. You know what's the greatest thing about this game is how many items they have. Like there's even a Nookazon. Like, it's their Nook Amazon. They have a catalog thing where you could literally look at all the different items. Like, I even showed Jordan. I have a game, like a fucking cabinet game.
Arcade cabinet.
It's called Arcade Fighter. But if you look closely at it, like, it's clearly Street Fighter. Like, it's clearly...
It's clearly not Street Fighter.
Okay, yeah. Well, that too.
For this whole time, because I've heard of Nookazon because the internet. I honestly thought when she was saying the Nook store, it was the same thing.
She's losing her mind again.
Is freaking out.
I'm still hung up on the fact that the first outfit you thought of when switching stuff with your wand is a hot dog costume.
Hey, I mean, if you could just snap in and out of a hot dog costume, like, I'd do it for the laughs.
They have hot dogs.
Like, if that's all my wand did, you would know Anthony as someone who, like, at the perfect time will just come out of a room in a hot dog costume because he's got the hot dog wand.
Yeah, no,
that would be kind of amazing.
Yeah.
It's your one superpower.
Stop talking to me.
Don't invite me to your weddings. I will fucking hot dog down the aisle. Do invite me to your funerals.
That's what I was saying. So last time I woke up, oh my god, this is the best. I'm so excited for tomorrow. I'm gonna wake up and then go along the beach and try to pick all.
She's just mashing that pray button right now.
I am. Every time I see it, just pray. Yeah, no.
Praying a little heart out.
Last time I think I saw 4 or 5 of these, and you're supposed to, and maybe I'm wrong because I'm still really new at this, but like when I was reading about the whole shooting star thing or meteor showers, because this meteor shower that I'm on, like at this friend's island right now, it was actually scheduled. Like it said in the announcements, you're going to have a meteor shower from 8 p.m. to 3 in the morning. And
so only people randomly get these things?
Yeah.
It's not for everyone?
No, it's not for everyone. And do you have
every island is its own little multiverse
to see a shooting star? So the one time that I saw that shooting star and I prayed and I tried to get it, I did not sign in that whole fucking day. And they were gone. Like, I kept checking the shores, and I never got my fragments.
You have to sign in tomorrow.
Yes, I'm gonna be pissed if I don't, because
bright and early.
And it works on the real life 24-hour clock.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So I did notice, like, okay, let's say I'll play, and then I'll play until 2 in the morning. You would assume that that's the next day, because technically it is. But I've noticed that it actually won't apply until, like, at least for me, like, 7 or 8, 6 or 7 or 8. Like, it just depends. Cause it kind of follows, like, the normal day. Because then, like, let's say it's 3 o'clock in the morning, and then I'm playing, and then I turn it off. In the morning, when I start the game, it'll show me for, like, a second where I left off. And then it'll show the beginning again. I'll go, dun, 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 dun. These are the announcements for today. And then it'll state the date and then what's going on today.
Are you sure it doesn't just follow the Japanese time?
Maybe. I don't know.
Are they that far ahead?
I mean, like right now it's like 11 a.m. in Japan.
Maybe. Well, like right now in
So
my friend's game, it's already nighttime. If I go on mine, it's still like dawn probably. Like it would still
it
be a
doesn't
little
sound-
daylight.
Okay, so it's
Oh,
just
so-
random. It's
Yeah.
just random.
It really just
Okay.
depends.
Or is it just... Does everyone have their own time zone?
Multiverse.
In a sense, but it also goes by where you are, because if you have your Switch set up
Oh, is your
to
friend
the,
not on the West Coast?
my friend's Central.
Okay.
Central time?
So
Okay.
it'd be dark.
So she's
in
Yeah.
Colorado.
She's an hour ahead. So then right now
Central's
it's
2 hours ahead.
Oh, I don't know. She's Colorado.
Mountain?
It said like
That's
it's
two.
only
That's 2. That's
Oh.
2.
It should be 2, I think.
she said it's like 8 right now.
I
Actually,
think that's
it'll
mountain
show
time
on the
then.
game. Yeah, right now. It's 8:17 on her. Well, you can't really
We
see it. It's
believe you. You
8:17
don't have
on
to
this
show
clock.
us.
Yeah, you don't have to prove it to us.
I guess we're wrong.
It is so crazy.
Huh.
I'm learning so many things. It's
Yeah, because it's. I guess.
Yeah, that's
Central
mountain
is- Central is 2. Mountain is 1.
Yeah, mountain time is 1 ahead of us.
But they're. It's not. It doesn't seem evenly distributed.
no,
oh,
not
no,
all.
No, not at all.
The edge of Florida is still Central time.
Weird.
Yeah.
Time is weird.
Yeah.
Also a construct.
It's still
Yep, it is. It's indeed a construct.
Yeah, it still throws me off because there are some people, like example, like last night when I went over to get my mermaid arc, she told me like, "Hey, just so you know, you have 15 minutes until the shop closes," which is her 10 o'clock. Clearly here it was still 7 p.m. and I was like, "Oh shit, my bad. Let me go do what I need to do. Go over to your island, get that real quick before your store closes." Because her store is about to close. My store's still open.
Yeah.
That's the one
Yeah,
thing
yeah.
Coast,
where
East
it's
Coast,
like,
West Coast.
that's the one thing where it's like, okay, you can never really run out of stuff, or you would always be able to really sell stuff, because it's like, let's say it's Saturday, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm only allowed to buy turnips on Sunday. I was able to go to someone else's island who was in a different time zone because it's already Sunday there. So I was like, oh, I'll just buy my turnips now. So then I could try to sell stuff, make a quick
So they can
buck,
start going bad.
pay what I need to pay. Oh, that's what I realized. What am I trying to say? Dodge is the wrong word. I totally almost had my turnip spoil because I bought a grip at the fact
Before you
that,
could sell 'em.
Yeah, I bought a grip that Saturday because I was like, ha ha ha! I jumped the gun and I got all these turnips, and I was like, oh shit!
Fuck y'all
they're gonna
haters, I got these
spoil
turnips.
tomorrow. So then I was trying to find someone to sell them. That way I could get my money and not just have rotten turnips.
But then you can
You
get
don't
bugs.
want you don't. But she doesn't want that many rotten turnips. Whatever
Oh.
she had, she only wants some rotten turnips for her bug museum. But she wants to sell the rest for more money to buy more turnips.
Now, you know what? Checks out.
Oh my god,
Okay.
I found this person at their shop. They have an LCD 50-inch TV. I'm gonna buy it so I can make my room.
All right.
This is gonna be the
So
best.
I think lastly,
Yes.
Steph, is there a thing that you're crafting that people might want to reach out to go to your island to buy from you?
Yeah, is there anything you're pimping out
Yeah.
for your Animal Crossing island?
No.
Promote your island.
No, if you actually like saw my island currently, I think you would just laugh because really all I've been doing is like accumulating money in order to be able to do stuff. So I just buy a bunch of
Sounds
stuff.
like real life.
Yeah, I just buy a bunch of stuff that I want that people have that I haven't seen yet, because that's the whole basic thing with this game is it's
The
really,
gameplay loop.
Huh?
The gameplay loop.
The purpose of the game.
Oh, okay, yeah. The purpose of the game, I guess, is really just to kind of bring everyone together to craft stuff. You visit somebody's island,
And judge each
they
other by their
visit to
islands.
you, probably judge people's islands. I mean,
Yeah, for sure.
some
It's
people are
happening.
super offensive. Some people aren't. Some people
just like people.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like
Welcome to Dick Island.
yeah, I joined.
Okay, so
oh, go ahead. But like the sole purpose is really just to bring each other, craft stuff for other people, have them craft for you. It's all.
Also,
it's all
I realized I
teamwork.
missed the obvious Penn Island joke, but continue.
Oh, there's a lot of those. I visited a lot of Penn Islands.
Steph,
I know. It
can
means
you
penis.
can you begin crafting like a poster or like a piece of art or a T-shirt that says LORC,
Oh yeah, I could.
and we'll finally have merch for just Jonathan?
Oh, I'll try to make like. Oh, it's the cutest thing. Like, there's also an online. There's like a pixelator type deal. Like, you can like. I don't know how to explain it. So there's this website where you could basically like put something and then it will generate a code and then you can use your phone to take a picture of that code and then you'll receive it in game. So, I actually.
So you could take our logo and it would pixelate it.
Yeah.
And put it into the game.
Yeah, but I think there's like a certain way that you need to like degrade it, I guess, because
So it's still reasonable.
yeah,
like your
so that
like
it's
your
like
perler
a clear,
art.
yeah.
You
exactly.
can't have details. You'll lose them all.
Because like on my in my house, I actually took two pictures, like my my tattoo picture of Nilla and then another picture of Nilla, and I had it pixelated, so I have her hanging on my wall. It's just like two little cute little hamster photos.
If you can
in my
make
house.
an art or a whatever of like the LORC logo or just something LORC, I will Venmo you the first 4 people $5 each to show me.
Like their merch.
No, my merch.
Oh, just show your merch
This
on
merch.
their
You know
stuff?
what?
the LORC Animal Crossing merch in their island.
Oh.
Screenshot it to me, and I will Venmo you $5 to the first 4 people.
And you know what?
That would be so
If
awesome.
anyone listening
Half
is
a
some kind
McNeil
of
on
artist, if anyone out there is some kind of artist, if you draw Steph in the Animal Crossing form with the LORC logo in it, I'll give you $20.
Woo!
Hear that, Jen?
Yeah, please, someone do something cool. I would love it.
Oh yeah,
And I'll
and
get money.
and I'm not going to pay you if you've been on this podcast. It doesn't count.
And, you know what?
so-
and if we do turn that fan art into actual merch, we will give you a cut of that of the proceeds.
We'll put it on our T Public site, which is just a bigger version of the pixelated version.
So cute.
On a
All
shirt.
right, so let's see. We got Jonathan, who probably doesn't play this game. Anna, I bet this is a game Anna would enjoy. From my understanding of who Anna is as a person.
These things are...
I know Jen's playing.
Yes.
Yeah.
I've yet to visit her island and add her as a friend.
Well, now's your chance, Steph. What's that friend code? Don't do that. It's way too long.
Yeah, it is. You know, if
Tell
you
you
can
what.
find me on my social media...
Share this podcast post
Oh,
and put it in there. That way, it'll get shared.
there you go. That too. That works. Yeah, no. This game is just... It's fun.
I'm glad you like it. I'm glad everybody
Yes.
likes it.
I'm very happy for everyone who's enjoying Animal Crossing
Because
right
I
now.
didn't think...
Yeah.
I thought it would be really cute, but when I first started playing, I was like, I can't get past this. There's nothing for you to do. Because you're so limited when you first start that there's nothing you can do. It's like...
Yo, baby steps.
Yeah, when you
They
first start
can't
the
just
game,
throw you in the deep end.
when you first start the game, it's like you could waste all your time on it, but you won't really get anywhere because sometimes you need...
It takes a while to build
Yeah.
momentum.
Yeah, you
Also-
need to do certain things or time and it's like example, I'm losing one of like my characters. Well, I didn't really like the guy anyways, Limburg, you suck. So Yeah, dude, this guy's crazy. He's like a little looking rat. And, like, I went into his house and he had a pile of leaves, but they were on fire. And I was like, dude, what's your problem? And then, like, the music in his house was like...
He's just staring
like,
at the
dude,
fire. One pixelated tear
yeah,
coming
I
out
was
of
just
his
like,
eye.
dude, this guy's a fucking monster. Why do you have to be on my island? Oh,
He doesn't
my
blink.
God. Why do you have to be on my island? And I was just like, dude, what the fuck? And then, yeah.
Caption, heavy breathing.
Like, the fucking worst. I was just like, no, I don't want you here. And then, with that being
So
said...
NPCs can drop in whenever they want.
Yes and no. So you'll have, like, you can have, like, random visitors come, but, I don't have them right in front of me. I got amiibos. I ordered amiibos from my friend. So I got two... Huh?
They bringing amiibos back?
Uh,
Amiibos never went away, baby.
Yeah, yes and no. So they have like Animal Crossing amiibos. So or like amiibo coins is like the terminology that I'm learning about. So basically, there's these little coins where you can get specific characters to come to your island in hopes that they become a resident.
Oh, okay.
So, example, if you followed me on social media, guys, you would know I was very angry that Apple left my island. Apple is this hamster character.
It's Chris Martin and God, I hate her. Who's that girl I hate?
Fergie, I don't know.
No, Mrs. Iron Man.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Gwyneth Paltrow.
Paltrow.
Yeah, Chris Martin and Gwyneth Paltrow's son. That took way too long for that to still be funny.
His name's Apple?
Yes.
Yep,
Yes, they named their child Apple.
Damn. You know what? I found out my neighbor's kid's name is Citrus. Did I tell you this on... Oh, we didn't talk about the podcast. We didn't have a podcast last week. So let me tell you...
I feel unfazed at this point, though. Like, that's crazy information, but after all this Animal Crossing, I feel unfazed.
Quick tangent.
His name's Citrus.
Drive-by birthdays have been a big, huge hit. Like, it's really big in our
I've heard about it
right now. This is like this...
Okay.
I mean, it's only been like the second one, but that's a lot for like...
They slow down, throw presents at you,
and then
shoot
I see
you,
a bunch
keep
of people
going.
doing, like, having it, like, on their, like, for people's, you know, for their friend's birthday. But I'm seeing it a lot more on, like, Instagram. Well,
it's cute. It seems earnest.
I
like
hear
it.
honking, and I look outside my window, and I just see a trail of, like, 7 cars, and they're just screaming and honking. And then I see this sign as the car drives by our house that says, "Happy Birthday, Citrus." And that's when I found out.
Citrus?
Yep.
How old is Citrus?
I want to say he's at least 6 or 7.
All right.
But I realized, I don't have friends that will do that on my birthday.
I think you'd be surprised.
I would love it.
Steph.
That would be really fun, but that would also kind of suck because it's like, hey guys, thanks for driving by. Thanks for my gifts. Okay, see you later.
Actually, that sounds
versus
like
nothing at all versus not being able to see a period.
I mean, we could all go on a huge Zoom call and then...
I don't know. I think I kind of like the idea of these drive-by birthday parties now because now I don't have to be at a birthday party I don't want to be at.
Jordan, post-quarantine, will still be advertising for drive-by birthdays.
Yes, please do that.
He's not even going to be outside of his house to wave. There's just going to be like a little toy wagon for you to just drop off your toys.
And I'll watch you through the window.
What now?
I'll just watch through the window.
There's a cardboard stand-up of Jordan in the window with its arms kind of moving on because it's tied to a string, which is tied to one of those perpetual motion machines.
Yeah.
It's like Home Alone.
Yeah, no, I like... oh, man. Like, my neighbor did the same thing. What they end up doing is they have, like, a table set up. And then, some of the people in that household would, like, barbecue or have a tent and just beach chairs. and they'll just sit outside and hang out until the people come. And then the people come, and then they get out, they take pictures, they drop off gifts, which throws me off too, because they'll drop off
Always
gifts,
staying
they'll
6 feet
drop
away?
off treats, they'll drop off cake, and I'm just like, I thought we're not supposed to have contact with people.
I like how Steph is infinitely less enthused by this portion of the conversation than she was for Animal Crossing, which she's still staring at right now.
Yeah, Steph has not stopped playing Animal Crossing this entire recording.
I'm sorry, guys.
It's more important. Yeah, it's more important than this podcast.
No, it's not that. I was just I hopped in to look.
It's
at
just
the
that she wants to keep doing it and not stop for this podcast.
Well, because
Look, Steph, I paused my anime to be here. All right, so you can pause Animal Crossing.
Oh no, you can't really pause this. You can't pause on somebody's island. You have to get off of it. So
I will fight
I'm gonna
you.
get off this person's island, and then I can turn off the game.
That's all right. That's
Even though
all
we've
right.
been like a good hour in.
Yeah, no, we have like 50 solid minutes of Animal Crossing explanations, and that's just going to be what this whole podcast is.
Just the Turnip Hustle.
Yeah,
That's all that.
Ooh, I like that. I was gonna call it Steph's Crossing, but I might put
Steph's Turnip Hustle.
I might put AKA Turnip Puzzle.
I feel bad because it's like I can't even speak for like Animal Crossing players because I still
give
don't
a
know
fuck
what I'm
about them.
doing.
It's
I don't
okay.
give
It's
a
fine.
fuck about them.
It's about your opinion, Steph.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I wanted to know your thoughts and how you would express them about this game. It is way better to have you try and explain it than anyone who is quote unquote more knowledgeable.
Yeah, turn up for what?
Turnip for what?
God fucking.
I love it. That's perfect.
John Cinnamon Roll. Bum, bum, bum. I don't know if that's something like you saw and just said, and clearly me and Steph have never heard before. If you just thought of that on the spot,
What, turn up for what?
yeah.
No, I just thought of that.
I'm
Fuck
sure
you.
you just thought about it. 'Cause
All right. You know what? Let's bounce out on that because I don't think anything is going to get a reaction, good or bad, as
Aw.
good as turn up for what.
I was just gonna ask how everyone's, quarantine check-in is going. Anything
I am
new?
still alive.
Yep, still here.
If I was to recommend anything for your quarantine watching, I have been watching Upload on Amazon Prime, and I've genuinely been enjoying it.
Yeah, I was curious about that, actually. Like, it's on my list next to Devs on Hulu, but I just keep watching anime. So I should probably transition away.
It's got this cute love story. Robbie Amell is real charming, but I really enjoy like this 30-year in the future world that they live in,
Yeah.
and the satire of current social media and businesses. Like there are several large companies that were clearly mergers of two other companies.
Yeah.
That should not go together, like AT and Taco Bell.
Yeah.
So it like that has been a very interesting and funny thing, and they're genuinely kind of like getting into the philosophical idea of is a digital construction of your mind. If we were to copy yourself digitally, is it still you? Like they just started talking like, is this a program or is this like the digital version of your soul?
Can you copy the human soul?
I mean, you're a program, so I assume you could. They haven't gotten into it, but they literally put dude on a hard drive and took him somewhere else. So I'm like, I don't see why you can't copy that. It's just ones and zeros at the end, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So if I have anything to input on this podcast, it's check out Upload on Amazon.
Oh, man, I'm going to...
You want to throw out a recommendation?
No, absolutely not. I definitely want to watch this show, though, because because I'm trying to prepare for Cyberpunk in September.
It's not cyberpunky.
I don't care. I'm just that whole aesthetic of uploading yourself into the cloud and Ghost in the Shell.
It's a cool concept. I like its style of humor. Everybody on it is super charming. The girl lead is super cute, and I've just been into it. I thought it was going to be a little more romantic comedy until I heard some other people talk about it. It's I mean, the romance is there, but there's a lot of other stuff that equally fills up time, if not maybe a balance of maybe a little more back and forth. So yeah, check out Upload. Anthony's pick of the week.
Anthony's pick of the week.
I did watch at least 12 minutes of whatever anime you've been watching, Jordy.
What, Love, Chunibyo, and Other Delusions?
Yes, and I want to say I can... This sounds odd.
You can totally see me in the show because that's how I was throughout middle and high school.
I can't... I'm not saying, like, I see you per se.
Anime about some
but
weeb.
the way that you would react or, like, how you would mimic an, like, anime... or how you've
Emulate.
seen it, and you'll say phrases, and the tone of how you say it is very on point to how...
Well, now I want to know what this
sound.
is.
Okay, all right. Okay, fine. Let's talk about it.
Put it in the chat so I can find it, because you said some words that I can't pick out all the letters.
Love, Chunibyo, and Other Delusions. So basically, Chunibyo is this thing. It's just like a... you know when you were a kid and you'd, like, pretend that you're a wizard or something?
Yep.
Yeah. But apparently
I did it
in Japan,
last night.
Yeah, see, like it's something that I still currently do in life, but it's basically like in middle school, whenever these people in Japan, they pretended to be like, I am the Dark Flame Master, and they just act this way, and they're just that guy in their school. So the main character. Like, he's in high school now, and he just wants to bury that part of his past because it's cringy and embarrassing to him now. Yeah. Which, you're in high school, that's how you feel.
Yeah.
Then he meets this girl who's still currently in her delusion, and she's still acting like all these things. She wears an eye patch just because. But then when she releases it, it releases her power and all these things. And it's
none of it's real?
None of it's real. No, not at
Okay.
all. But then... what I like about the show is that sometimes you jump into the delusion so you can see what she imagines things to be like.
That's fun.
And then every now and then it will cut to what's actually happening. And
nice.
it's a comedy,
I like that
so
move.
it's really funny.
I enjoy that move when that happens. And
Yeah.
Like, I know clearly I don't watch anime, and if I wasn't doing what I was doing while that was playing in the background, I think I would have paid attention more, because it's obviously anime, you're supposed to watch it without distraction. And
That's why I don't share nothing with you.
I was at work, but for a good 12 minutes I was not paying attention to work and watching that. So
there you go. We had stuff for 12 minutes.
Enjoy it.
Half an episode.
It's overly cute, but like funny that like I can pick up really fast. So, and there's a lot of quirky, interesting things.
Yes,
in
there's a dub. It's all on Netflix right now.
So,
Cool.
I at least really enjoyed what I saw so far, and I was laughing or going, "Oh my god!" because it's that like funny, dramatic, but really cute and like kind of silly scenes where.
Okay, fine. I'll admit this on the podcast. My favorite style of anime is slice of life stuff. So it's just like everyday situations, but then because slice of life anime is inherently character driven, and I like that stuff. Like, because most battle anime it's plot driven. So it's like, here's the thing that has to happen. We have to go defeat that thing, and that's what the story's about.
Things going on.
So I like slice of life.
Like, Ouran.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or on High School Host Club. That's a slice of life.
I actually really enjoyed that when I was watching that with Roseanne. That was pretty fun. Yeah,
because slice of life tends to be more comedic, more just just a couple people hanging out and just whatever stuff happens to them.
Yeah.
Just life happens.
Yeah.
And I enjoy that stuff. It's fun for me.
So cute. It's cute and just like I don't know what the right terminology is, but like example, one of the first parts when the guy meets the girl, he's like, what is it? She's on his balcony, and she's like trying to like escape. That's the understanding I got, was she was trying to escape her apartment or somebody's apartment or something, and it just so happens to show her skirt, like her skirt view, and then she.
It's not etchy, by the way.
Yeah,
it's not.
No. That's what I thought.
There's like no panty shots and none of that stuff.
So you see her look at her skirt, and then he's like, "Oh, like I shouldn't be looking there." Mm-hmm. And then I think she actually says, "Do you want?" Like something along the lines of like,
"Did you see it?
Did you see it? Do you want to?" And I was like, "Oh," and I was like, "What's happening?" But it was funny because he was also like caught off guard and like, "No." Yeah, no, it. There's little things that made me laugh, and I was just like, "Okay, I see."
It's a funny show. It's a really funny show.
Yeah,
I enjoy it.
Sounds fun. I'll put a pick of the WEAK week. Solar Opposites, Solar Opposites is a tone deaf, weak version of Rick and Morty.
It's the poor man's version of Rick and Morty. I did not like Solar Opposites at all.
I've heard people say they got into it after a few episodes. I don't even know if I want to bother with it.
I watched all 8. I watched all 8 episodes, and it's the same the whole way through.
Yeah, I watched the first one. I'm like, this.
It's Rick and Morty without any of the heart.
Yeah.
It's just random things happening just for the sake of it being random. Oh, and then that's funny. Yeah. Like, oh, yeah, I'm Justin Roiland. I would say really random things.
That's
and
why I was
like,
saying tone deaf.
cool.
Like it doesn't know what it's doing. It's clearly emulating, like down to the art style.
Yeah.
I think that was a poor choice to do the Rick and Morty art style.
Yeah. But it's again, it's Rick and Morty without any of the Rick and Morty-ness. It's Rick and Morty without Dan Harmon. That's and you can feel when Dan Harmon's not involved.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Community season 4.
Sorry. Speaking of Dan Harmon, because did any of you watch the Community thing?
I have not yet.
The podcast that I sent to you?
Yeah, you two plus Leland, who was having technical difficulties tonight.
Yeah.
Which is why he's not on.
He tried.
You all watched it and seemed to like it.
Yeah.
I just haven't carved that time out yet.
I cried. And then I watched the Office thing, and I cried. And
Yeah, okay. Yeah, explain that part.
The Office part?
Yes.
Oh, why I cried?
No, what was it?
Oh, so, basically,
John Krasinski.
Yeah, John Krasinski has a, it starts off as, like, a news segment, almost. Like, that's what it starts off as
Yes, John Krasinski has a weekly show called Some Good News.
Oh, okay, yeah.
With John Krasinski.
So then,
where
he basically shows a bunch of, like, all this, like, good that's happening.
Yeah.
Like, online.
Yeah, just feel-good stories.
Feel-good stories. Like, really, really happy, great feel-good stories. And then he tunes in to Angela. And, like, the actress who plays Angela from The Office.
Yeah.
And her husband, because just recently, or her boyfriend? I don't know.
That wasn't Angela at all. That's totally two different people.
No, and
basically, these two Office fans who really enjoy The Office, the dude proposed to his then girlfriend as the same way that Jim proposes to Pam in the show.
Oh, cute.
So he had those two people on his show. No, it was not Angela.
They were two real people.
The two real people. So John Krasinski had those two people on his show, and then on the show through Zoom, he got his his thing to the marriage thing.
I thought it was really strange when Angela was dancing in the dance party too, and I was just like, I mean,
because that was actually Angela.
Wow.
That was actually Angela Kinsey who showed up for the dance party.
Oh. I'm like...
Overall, a good time, though.
It was a good time.
Yeah, no, I bawled my eyes out. I just thought...
Yeah, because John Krasinski actually got ordained so he can marry them during the show.
Right on.
I'm real speechless because I thought that was Angela the whole time. And that's why I cried even more, because I was like, this is so cute at the fact that, hey, you guys are all still friends and all still family, that you guys all got together for her wedding and invited and surprised her with her parents and everything
Granted,
else.
yes, the cast of The Office are still all friends. That's why they were all there.
Okay. I really thought it was Angela. And I thought that was even more cool because it was Angela. I mean, I'm happy for the couple, but that really just... I'm really just shocked.
It means a lot less now.
It ruined the story for her.
Yeah.
All right, let's bail out so we can still have a 90-minute episode. If you have opinions or questions, more specifically, if you have questions about Animal Crossing for Steph, send them to the podcast.
Yes, please.
Yes, please.
You can find us on all of our social medias, which would be Jordan.
You can find us on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook at LRC Podcast.
If you have yet to do so, if maybe you were just trying us out for the first time, go ahead and subscribe to us on your favorite podcast distributor, like iTunes, Stitcher, or Google Play. Steph, if, say for instance, you are super wrong about everything, and somebody's gotta push up their glasses and say, well, actually, where would they email such a diatribe for us to immediately delete?
You can email us at lorcpodcast@gmail.com.
And if they want to see your island, how do they find your social media to hit you up for that island code?
You can find me on Instagram and Twitter at Stephanoids, StepHuhnoids, and on Twitch at StepX on X Me, StepHxOnXMeeh. I'll move over to the Stephanoids sometime.
I've got a whole banner right outside of the view of this camera that I'm ready to pull for and reveal, saying congratulations for when you finally move that over. And every week, I don't pull it. Every week, it's still that other handle that is somehow more complicated than your current one.
Yeah, I just need to sign in and update everything. And
just do the simple thing. Jordan, you are out there making video game videos.
Send me all of your anime recommendations at Jordan is a Bear on all social media platforms. Unified branding, all that stuff. If I stream, watch my goddamn streams on twitch.tv/Jordan is a Bear.
And if you want to get these turnips, find me at Graphite Night on the Twitter and Spookington on the Instagram. So until next week, I am Anthony.
I'm Steph.
And I'm Jordan.
And we'll see you later.
Watch more anime.
Bye.
Watch Upload.
Watch Dead to Me. Good show.
Watch Deadwood. Very good show.
Haven't seen that.
It's somewhere. Oh, it's on Amazon. I've been watching it on Amazon.
Okay.
I'd never watched it before.
All right, and I'm stopping.
Yeah, you fast forward.
Bye.